Awesome. So welcome to tonight's team call for Team Living Healthy and Fit. It is Wednesday, June 7th, ladies. I am excited to talk with you all a little bit about refining your social media posts. But first, I would like to just kind of chat a little bit about Shaun T Week that's coming up this week. I did add some scripts into the team files so that one, you can have a social media post that worked well for me. I don't recommend copying it word for word, but use it as inspiration and just change it up a little bit so that it fits you and your personality and how you would talk to your following. There is then a follow-up script that I personally use to reach out to the people who said that they were in or commented on it at all. And then I also took a little bit of Brittany Wright. She's a 5-star diamond underneath Meg. I took a little bit of her personal inviting script and altered it to how I would actually invite and changed her script up a little bit and shared that with you all. So hopefully you can find that helpful. And then also how to get them enrolled. This is an amazing opportunity to get people on board for free, to provide value, to help them see exactly what we do in a challenge group and what we do as coaches, and to empower them to start their journey without that initial investment, okay? It's an opportunity to provide them some value and grow those relationships. We need to treat this free group just as good, if not better, than a challenge group. Love on these people big time. Give them a lot of support, encourage them, and then it'll be a good gateway for you to open the door and invite them into a 30-day group. If they feel really good, you guys, in a 7-day free group, they're only going to be more excited about joining you for a full 30 days if they're impressed with how you treat them and how excited they are to be in the community that you have created, okay? So it is an amazing opportunity to do that. And so the scripts and everything are there for you. Obviously, in the enrollment section, the link is mine because I just simply shared with you what I was sending to people, okay? So that link, you're going to need to make the club membership, and actually they're all the same. If you go to Coach Generator or Coach Link Generator or whatever you're using, if you do the club enrollment, it actually, no matter how you get to that page, it shows all 5 options, okay? They're choosing the last option that's down in the bottom right-hand corner. It's the quarterly option that's $39 and change, and it says right underneath that, 14-day free trial. That's the one that they're going to choose, okay? And then you're going to remind them and just tell them, and I actually put it in the script, that you're going to remind them that they can cancel that before the 15th day so that they are not charged that $39 fee. Okay? Cool. So the other announcement I wanted to make is I'm going to be creating a spreadsheet, not spreadsheet, spreadsheet on team calls. And I'm going to fill in the dates that I'm going to take, and I'm asking that you leaders step up and take one time slot every few weeks, and let's work together as a team to collaborate on different topics to talk about. If you need help identifying a topic that maybe you're strong suited in, or that I think that you would be good at if you're struggling to find one yourself, I am more than happy to do that. But let's collaborate and work together as a team. I see all these top coaches and their teams are all hosting a team call, and one that helps you to become a leader and kind of step into that role. It helps you research a topic and really become an expert and learn the nitty-gritty of a particular topic. And teaching it to people also gives you a different perspective, right? It gives you a different perspective than just learning it and listening to it yourself. So I am going to ask that, that you step up and you sign up for one of those time slots that I'm going to put out there on the spreadsheet, okay? Cool. Okay, so tonight, we are going to chat a little bit about refining your Facebook posts. And you can use this for any social media platform. But articulating our posts and crafting a post is something that takes practice. It takes finding what our followers are engaging with, and it takes being very consistent, okay? So it's not something that you're going to see change happen overnight, and it's something that you're going to have to work at every day. And when you start finding your rhythm, it's an amazing thing. So I invite you to open yourselves up a little bit and be willing to learn. One of the books that I'm diving into right now is The Entrepreneur Roller Coaster by Darren Hardy. And he talks about when you're articulating and talking to your clients, you need to be connecting with them. And if you're doing Jesse Reagan's training, that's exactly what Jesse preaches too. The post should not be for us, okay? The post should be for the people who are watching. I would much rather see, I would much rather see 1 to 2 or 2 to 3 good crafted posts that you took your time with than just slapping something up, okay? Generally, a post should take you about 5 minutes to articulate, right? Because you're speaking from the heart. You're thinking of who's connecting with you? Who are you trying to reach? Who are you trying to draw into you? And you need to think about what are their wants and needs. What is going to draw that dream person to you, that ideal client to you when you're speaking to them, okay? And trying to articulate in a positive note, right? And we've talked about that before. Like, we know that we all have bad days. I don't know if you guys have seen what I've been talking about on my page, but like, I've been struggling with body image. And guys, really, to be perfectly honest, I haven't really ever struggled with body image. Even I did a little bit when I was heavier or self-conscious, but I've been like really beating myself up, and it's something I can't change. The only way I could ever change it is if I had surgery. And so I'm being perfectly honest about that on my social media platform and asking how other people have overcome that, because I shared that I'm trying to remind myself that we are beautiful just the way that we are. And I preach that all the time. And I'm guilty of falling into that pattern too, of not doing that myself, right? We all get into slumps. Just because sometimes when you share stuff, you're sharing it for yourself just as much as you're sharing it for other people, right? Sometimes you need that reminder. So it's definitely something I've been struggling with, and I'm actually overcoming that, but being open and sharing that, because that's scary. That's opening yourself up for, you're just being very vulnerable, right? Because it's a weakness or something that we see as a weakness. So I wanted to share with you, okay, so I just wanted to go back to my notes. So, and I know that Jesse Reagan talks about this a lot, and I know that Karina and Marguerite, you're both in his training, is bringing your followers into your story. So when you're talking about how you feel, try talking about how they might feel, or asking them, have you ever felt like that? Do you know where I'm coming from? Have you ever been in a place like that before? Bringing them into your story as you're telling it. You want them to envision themselves. If that's something that they've struggled with, you want to make that connection point with them, right? We don't want to just talk at people. And I was really guilty of that for a long time. And Kelly actually pointed it out to me a couple of years ago, and I kind of took it critically because I thought I was doing a good job. So another thing that I heard in my PD today was, we tend to think that we are better at things than we really are. And that's not to cut anyone down. That's not to say that you're not doing a great job. But we tend to think that we are better at what we're doing than we really are. And sometimes it's a tough pill to swallow when somebody maybe gives us a little advice or critiques us, or we look at our social media and go, why am I not getting the engagement that I'm looking for? We're obviously not giving something, right? There's a disconnect somewhere if we're not getting the engagement. Yes, one is algorithms, but if you're posting consistently and you're showing up every day and you're getting engagement on your posts, you should start to gain some momentum, right? You should start to see more people engaging and liking your posts, and you'll get into more of the algorithm. So opening yourself up to invite them into to be a piece of your story. So for example, I'm just going to give you a couple of examples of how I have recently been articulating posts, and hopefully that can inspire you a little bit. I'm not saying it's perfect. I am still a work in progress as well, but I am getting a lot more engagement and a lot more feedback with the style that I'm going with now. So I've been working on my page for a while now. And so I'll say this, you know, everybody preaches you should have a posting schedule, posting schedule, posting schedule. If that's the structure that you need, do it, okay? I personally did that for a really long time, and it gave me the structure I needed. I don't so much follow a schedule per se. I pretty much am talking about the same few things every day. So I'm not saying like on this day it's this, on this day it's that. I'm kind of just following my heart and posting about what's on my mind more so than following a strict schedule. The one strict schedule that I am for sure following is I'm making sure I'm putting a challenge invite every week. I'm making sure that I'm putting a coaching opportunity invite every week. I'm sharing my story, like my full story, at least once a week. I'm showing my progress every week. And on my business page, I am posting a workout video Monday through Friday. Now, that doesn't mean that that's what you guys have to do. I found myself personally struggling with my following really likes nutrition, but nutrition and making gourmet meals and having all this fluff and beautiful pictures is just really not my thing. Once in a while it is, and I like to have fun, and I played it, but that's not something I like to do all the time, because really, to be perfectly honest, my meal plan's pretty boring. We eat the same things all the time. I don't like to have 10,000 ingredients in the house that are going to go bad to make all of these huge lavish meals. So when I do get in the mood to make some things, yes, I take some pretty pictures and I share those to share what I'm eating. But fitness is my jam. That's me. You know, that's what I enjoy doing. So for 3 weeks now, I have been creating short little videos. And it's typically I'm doing them on Sunday, and I get 5 different outfits, and I just bust out 5 short little videos, and then I post them throughout the week. And I have different outfits on, so it looks like I'm doing them every day, right? And then I share those with people, and those are doing really well. But for an example, so we like to talk about our products without blasting the products, right? So Amanda Miller actually talked about this when she did our team call for us live back in April when I was out of town. And you should stand in front of the products, right? So this is just a little post about using Energize, about I call it my yellow drink. That's what I always call it when I post about it, is my yellow drink. And instead of having it in a shaker cup and it just be boring, or showing the actual tub of Energize or a packet of it, I just have the scoop of my yellow drink, and I talk about how, so this is not just, oh, hey, I'm getting my pre-workout in, or I'm about to go get my workout in. I'm providing some value. I'm telling these people, thank goodness for this little scoop of yellow goodness. After a late night, waking up early to crush some goals, a little bit of lifestyle there, right? Talking about how I'm working hard for some goals. Fun in the sun with our boys after early dismissal for their final day, and spending some chatting with some awesome ladies about helping them crush their goals. I feel a little tired, but I've got to get that workout done, skis. So this all natural yellow is going to give me that boost to push through one of the toughest workouts I've ever done. And then, truth be told, I kind of like torturing my workouts, crazy, but Crazy maybe, but who doesn't love seeing some results? I do. So can you kind of see how I didn't just say, oh, I'm going to go get my workout in? I'm showing that I have a busy life too. I have a lot going on, but I'm still making my goals and my fitness, my health a priority. Okay. So it's just learning to, and you guys, this didn't happen overnight. Like I've been playing around with this for a long time, and really Jesse's training has helped me a ton, but just learning to articulate what you're doing. Why do people care, right? It's great to show a post-workout selfie, but give something. How did you feel during your workout? Did you feel like doing it, but you pushed play anyway? Was life a little crazy, but you still made it a priority? Like, what did that look like for you? Okay, give some value. Show a little bit of your lifestyle and why you're showing up every day, why you're pushing play. So that was one. I want to give you an example of like a post-workout, if my computer will load. That's another yellow drink, my crazy face there. Post yellow drink, that moment that your pre-workout kicks in. Okay, so here's a lifestyle one. I'm not perfect. We went and had ice cream today, but you know what? I'll take the small victory. I didn't get a huge flurry with extra toppings like I usually ask for. I got a small vanilla cone. And yes, I had ice cream, and no, it's not on my meal plan, but you know what? We have to live a little bit and we have to enjoy life, right? So I'm human. I'm showing, again, we enjoy life, but we just keep balance, okay? There's a workout video. Okay, so here's a post-workout selfie, but I'm not just saying, okay, got it done, day 2 of week 5 or whatever the workout is. It's, whew, I just did this workout Sunday and I'm still pretty sore from it, but it felt awesome, and I even pushed heavier weights for the moves. I wasn't sure if I could, since I was pretty sore and it's a challenging workout, but worst case scenario, I would have to drop weight back down, and to my surprise, I could power through. Don't be afraid to try a little bit more, dig a little deeper, pick up heavier weights. Even if you only get a couple reps even if you only get a couple reps at the more challenging move, you still did it, and day by day you will get stronger. So again, like, I'm providing inspiration, I'm providing motivation, right? I'm encouraging them, just dig a little bit deeper, okay? That's just a shout out post, which is great. Start asking your clients if you can share their pictures. If they're not ready to show their before and afters, just ask, could I use a picture, like a selfie of you or like your profile picture, and just shout you out and tell everybody how proud I am of you and things like that, okay? It doesn't have to be a before and after. Think outside the box. One, people love that because, you know, like this girl got 30 likes and quite a few comments, and she struggles with feeling positive about herself. So what do you think that did for her? That put her up, right? That boosted her up. It's not just coming from me now, it's coming from other people. I did a similar post last Tuesday for Transformation Tuesday. So this didn't get a huge amount of engagement, but again, like, those are strawberries from our garden. Asking a question, you know, asking what's your favorite fruit, trying to get engagement on the post rather than just putting something up, okay? Okay, so this is me being vulnerable with what I've been struggling with. Post-workout selfie again, but I'm not just saying that I got my workout done. We all think about things while we're working out, right? There's things going through our mind, at least for me there is, like nonstop, my brain just does not shut off at all. So today I was battling big time in my mind over some body image issues I've been struggling with. I have no idea why all of a sudden this is an issue for me. So while I struggled through my workout, by the end I was smiling in the mirror, because even though my chest isn't what it once was or what I'd like it to be, I love me. It should be, I love me. I've worked hard to love on me and take care of me So while I may be battling this issue in my head, I know this too shall pass, and I will overcome it in the end. Take each day in stride, and if you're having a bad day, it's okay. We all have them. Struggles are simply an opportunity to grow. So I'm struggling, but there's that positive twist, right? I know I will overcome it. I know it's simply a hurdle. So if you find yourself struggling with time management, maybe you're struggling with your nutrition, share that. Be vulnerable, be open about that. And just know, share. I know that each day I'm going to do a little bit better. I might not be where I want to be yet, but I'm going there. Okay? So I'm gonna stop my screen share here for a minute. Does anyone want to volunteer their page to critique a little bit? Hold on, I can't see you, so hold on just a second. Okay. Karina, are you up for it? All right, cool. Let me go back to screen share. So just like I said in the beginning of the call, this is 100% to help you grow. This is not to belittle you or make you feel like you aren't good enough or anything like that. This is 100% an opportunity to grow and learn, because I want all of you to have the success that I'm having with your posts, if not better. You know what I mean? I want people to be engaging with you and for you to get that feedback, because I know personally how discouraging it can be to be posting and feel like you're doing a really great job and not be getting the engagement you're looking for, and then you're kind of beating your head against the wall like, what? Why am I not getting the engagement? Or you might share like a very similar post and not get the engagement that somebody else got. Like, I totally understand. We have to keep in mind a few factors. My foot's stuck. We have to keep in mind a few factors. Above all other things, are we showing up consistently? And the time of day, because that makes a huge difference. What? It's up there in your pile with all your school stuff. Sorry. Okay, so who loves free stuff? Who loves Shanti? Who needs a break? Or just, okay, so you're using that post, which is awesome. And it's a picture of you with Shanti, which is great. So did you just post that? Yeah, like 30 minutes ago. Okay, so I love that you didn't just put a picture of Shanti, because nobody knows who that is, right? Like, nobody cares. I mean, people care, but they don't. They want to see you. Your followers and your friends want to see your face and see you. So I love that you did that. If this post does not do better, I would try it again tomorrow night without a picture. I personally did not use an image, and mine blew up. One of the other, actually two other coaches that I know that posted something similar, they posted without an image as well, and it blew up. For some reason, there's something to be said for some posts like this to not have an image with it, and I don't know what it is. Like that one that we said, so I'm curious to know if you wanted to, if you could not fail or whatever, that one did way better without an image to it. Okay, so just something to keep in mind. The other thing is breaking up the word free with either dash marks or periods or stars, because for some reason Facebook sees free and they think you're selling people, so they kill it. So as long as you break up the word with dash marks or stars or periods or whatever, it doesn't usually get caught, and it still does okay. But that might be one of the reasons that, so, you know, it's only been 30 minutes, but that might be one of the reasons that it didn't go into the algorithm quite as well as you maybe thought it would at 8:30 at night. Okay, so just a couple tips there. So yes, sir, day 3 went down today. I'm loving this new workout, and the cool part is I can do it anywhere I have my Wi-Fi or cell phone, and it doesn't take a huge amount of space. Watch for a post from me later tonight about an awesome opportunity, and it's free. Okay, so it's not horrible. It's not a horrible post. You shared a little bit about that you're enjoying your workouts, that you got it done again today, but I would just maybe share a little bit more about how you felt. You know, does that make sense? A little bit more about how you felt during your workout. Are you starting to feel a little bit more energy? And then maybe ask a question, because this is almost talking at them rather than kind of bringing them into the storyline. Does that make sense? Okay, cool. We have a chat, so let me look and see what this says. You can check out my page. As I told you before, I've been struggling with posting since I haven't been feeling well. Okay, cool. And you're still not sharing on Facebook, right? No. Yeah, so, I mean, that's a struggle. And I know Michelle has struggled with what to post too. And I'm actually going to go over like what to talk about or what to post. I just kind of wanted to give some, a little bit of feedback and a little critiquing and kind of show you different things that are working for me right now. Tomorrow after the ultrasound. Okay, cool. So that'll open a whole new door of opportunity for sure. Okay, so then we have our Shaco post. What was your snack today? This is mine. Be jealous. It's all good. I drink one of these babies every single day. It helps me in oh so many ways. If you want the recipe, just comment below and I'll share. So again, you're trying to get that engagement, but I would share like how has it helped you? Okay, just dig a little bit deeper. We almost in our minds, because we do it every day and we know what it does, we almost kind of expect our followers to make that leap. But we have to take them through that, right? We have to show them what we need, what we're talking about. I would say, do you have snacks throughout the day? What is your typical go-to snack? This is generally mine because it tastes amazing and it does X, Y, and Z for me. Something like that. Does that make sense? You're asking them a question, you're getting them to engage, and then you're sharing a little bit about why you chose this as your snack and why it's, you know, it's guilt-free or it gives you more energy or whatever it is for you. Sharing that. Maybe it helps with your digestion health or, you know, whatever. But yeah. So sharing. So again, like with this post, just say, what do you think? Or I don't even know what I would have to watch the video, but oh, that's so cute. I would have just said something like, have you ever seen anything like this before? You know what I mean? Just again, asking a question, even on a shared video, that's fine. My cousin actually had a goose like this that just stayed at my aunt's, the one that just had her aneurysm had, that stayed with them. It was a baby that they found. And when she went to pick her up from school at the elementary school, like a mile down the road, he actually flew over the van, followed her to pick Shauna up, and then flew over the van to come home. So it's happened. But I would, you know, ask a question maybe. I mean, those, you don't have to all the time, but that's just another way to kind of open the door for conversation. I love that Hannah is sharing some healthy things. You know that you're doing something right when people start sharing content onto your page. That's showing what your brand is, okay? So that did well. Again, that's a good post. I personally have found, I was using images for a long time. I've gone back to just text. And for some reason, you know, maybe mix it up. I don't know. If the images are doing well for you, keep doing the images. My images kind of stalled out. So I started going back to content and making my own, just typing it out, and they started doing better. Marguerite, so overall, really good, Karina. Just a couple tips to help you, you know, just refine and make it just a little bit better, you know, just a little bit of a shift. Marguerite, your page or your personal page? Biz or personal? Personal. Okay, so Michelle said you can look at my page, but posting has been hit or miss, been in a funk. I mean, honestly, you just got to make it happen. Like, I know that's probably sounds insensitive or like tough love, but we cannot expect to grow our business or to represent our brand or for people to engage or follow us or trust us if we're not showing up every day. It's just like if you were to go to the same coffee shop every day of your life and all of a sudden they stopped showing up and stopped opening the doors every couple days or whatever, and it was random to know when they were going to be open, you would find another place that you could rely on. Okay, and that's what's going to happen if you start showing up inconsistently and posting on your page or your like page or whatever you're growing your business on right now. Yeah, and it's not calling you out or, you know, that you dropped the ball or you didn't drop the ball. It's just, it's the truth. And showing up every day is what is going to help you grow. And like I said earlier, sometimes when you're in a funk or you're struggling with something mentally or you have self-doubt, sometimes those inspiring posts that I'm typing out are for just as much for me as they are for anybody else. So sometimes putting what you know you should be thinking or what you should be doing and articulating that into a post is a very powerful thing. Okay? He's so stinking cute. I love him. So I would maybe ask a question. You got a lot of engagement in that because he's so freaking cute. But I would have maybe just asked a question like, I don't know. I would have maybe said, instead of saying hopefully he will be ready come October, I would have maybe said something like, do you think he's ready to be with the big boys, or do you think he's ready to get started, or I don't know, just to ask a question. And but you got really good engagement on that, so I can't even say much. Crazy. That's cool. I mean, that wasn't cool, but you know, just that you remembered that, and it's kind of the showing a piece of your history. That was on your page, right? Did you share it then? Yeah.
I did share it from my like page just because, like, I don't know, I still, like, I don't know if you're supposed to do that or not, but I don't know.
Do you tag yourself in all your videos?
I try, and sometimes it lets me and sometimes it doesn't. I don't know if you struggle with that or not, but maybe because I do it mostly from my phone.
What I have, I'm going to mute you back up because I'm echoing. What I have learned is I just type my name in because I can't always tag myself in a picture or in a video. But if at the end of my post, I will put the @ symbol, and then I just start typing my name and it pulls you right up. And then I can tag myself in every single thing. And then I choose what I allow on my page. Now, when you do that, your pictures are just going to get clumped into one thing. But it still allows you to tag yourself in every picture so that that's still going into the news feed of your friends. So it's not necessarily that we need it on our page, like on our personal news, like on our personal page here, but it's that it's going into our friends' news feeds because we have been tagged in it. Does that make sense? Okay. So just showing a little bit about your life, somebody tagging you in something, so that's good. So that's something that you were touched by or moved by. I just maybe would have, instead of just using emojis, I would have maybe just said like, why did that touch you, or why did you share it, or maybe ask a question, have you heard this song yet, or have you seen this yet, or just something to post along with it. Does that make sense? There's a giant stirring in all of this, the same giant that made us feel limitless when we were children, but somewhere down the line, because experience failed times, even relationships have wrecked the giants. I love that. That's a great post. I'm really surprised that didn't do better than it did. It's because it's buffer. That's probably why. And I don't know how true that is, but I know that Jesse really preaches that buffer just does not do as well. I mean, if you have to, use it, but the buffer just doesn't do as well. But that's a really good post. I would almost delete it and reuse it. You know what I mean? And just post it real time instead of through buffer, just to see, because that's, I think, a really good post. Okay, so I love that you go into like loving yourself and some motivation and just positive affirmation there. Personally, I wouldn't have given all of that information about the program by naming it and stream through Beachbody On Demand. I would have just worded it differently so I wasn't giving like all of the goods, I guess. But I mean, if that, you got a little bit of engagement, you got some likes on it. It's kind of an odd time of day, 3:30 in the afternoon, doesn't normally get a whole lot of engagement. So that's actually pretty, 10 to 13 likes on that time of day is not bad at all. But I guess that's the only thing that I would say critique wise is, I don't know, like, I guess I would have just said it, it's a brand new addition to my live streams of workouts that I can do straight from home, or just something like that, like sharing a little bit more that you can do them right at home and stream them live without giving the Beachbody On Demand. The only reason I don't typically say programs out loud is because I want people to be interested enough to ask me like what I'm doing, rather than giving them exactly what I'm doing, the name of everything, because they could just go to beachbody.com and then totally bypass you and not, you know what I mean, and not ask you questions and get connected with a different coach that maybe doesn't even know that they're getting connected with somebody and doesn't ever reach out to them. I don't know how many of those I've ran into lately that already have Beachbody accounts but have never been reached out, never had a coach reach out to them because they were a lead or whatever. And then they're not as successful with the programs because they don't have you there with them. Okay. Oh, that looks good. That's funny. You had a post not that long ago that was really good. Where is it? It was a food post. I don't know if it was on your personal page. So I can definitely tell just by how you're talking in your post that you've been struggling with like what, because normally you give a lot of you when you post and how you're feeling and what you're doing. So I kind of feel like you just haven't been you in your post. Like I feel like you're really trying to like articulate something meaningful, but like you really want to say, I'm puking my guts out, or feel like I'm going to puke my guts out every freaking second of the day because of this dang baby, but you all don't know about it yet, so I can't say anything. Oh, but where is it? You know which one I'm talking about? You posted it with your pretty striped, it was like a summer food or something. Oh, that's a pretty post. Dang, girl, that's pretty. That's a good post. I don't know where it's at, but you posted it on a white plate, I thought, and I like this too, because you're being real. right? You're showing, oh, a little bit of balance, right? I'm going to have a donut because it's National Donut Day. That's awesome. I don't know where it's at, but you did have a good food post. I remember seeing it. It was on a white, I think it was on a white plate with a colorful mat underneath it. You know, it was a different angle than like just traditional. But let's see what chat says. Oh, Karina asked if the C-bands hurt or helped at all. Not much. All right, so I'm gonna stop my share, and I'm gonna because it's getting a little later. Let's see. So a couple things that you can post about. I know that I shared an image not that long ago about like what you can talk about on a daily basis, but the list that I came up with are personal development. So we're all doing that every day. What is something that you took away from that you can share with your followers? Your family, something about your family, a picture with your kids, a picture going for a walk. I don't know, you're interacting with your family every day, right? So there's nothing too small to talk about, you guys. It's your life. This is like your blog and sharing your story and who you are so that your followers get to know you. So posting about your family, posting about your lifestyle, using lifestyle to talk about the coaching opportunity, what you're doing as a coach, how you're working towards your goals, what you're excited for that's coming up soon. You know, different things like that. Okay. Food, nutrition, anything like like Marguerite was just showing some good foods. You don't have to do that all the time. If like me, that's not your thing. If you don't like making food pretty all the time or doing crazy elaborate meals, fine. But you can, you know, sprinkle that in here and there. Tips or things that you've learned along the way. Again, nothing is too small. One of my best live videos was on how much water to drink. And I feel like I've talked about that like 5,000 times already this year. But not everybody sees it all the time. And it's something that people are curious about because it's a simple fix and it's something easy that anyone can do. So think about things that you've done to help you along the way. Something that was silly that I did when I first started my journey was brush my teeth right after dinner so that I wouldn't snack at night and I wouldn't be hungry again because it would curb my appetite. Or I would drink a full glass of water before I ate my meal so that when I ate my smaller portions, my stomach was more full. There's all kinds of different things that you can share. Talking about fitness, maybe doing fitness videos like me. If that's not your thing, then find out what is. What do you like to do extra above and beyond your workout? Or maybe you're just sharing a post about your workout for the day. Sharing your story. Talking about and breadcrumbing the little pieces of your story that you are working on right now, where you're going, where you came from, where you're at right now, and what you're working towards. All of those things we need to be talking about all the time. And almost every post is going to have a little piece of your story in it, right? If you're really talking to your audience and bringing them into your journey, you're going to be talking about your story a little bit, but you should be posting a good, solid post about your journey and where you are right now or where you were and how you've transformed. But don't make that leap. Like I used to make the leap of, yeah, I wanted to lose weight. I felt like crap. And then all of a sudden, then I started my journey and started working on my nutrition and fitness. And now I'm here. Well, again, we're taking a huge leap. We need to take them through that process. How did I get connected with that nutrition and fitness program? Why was that a good fit for me rather than going to the gym or just eating better? Or how did the nutrition help me? Like you need to take them through the full steps of why you chose the path that you chose and how it has helped you. And then I encourage you, I mean, those are just a few things to talk about, but I encourage you to, if you have not already, make a list of 7 to 10 things that make you, oh, I clicked off you guys again, that make you who you are. What do you enjoy doing? Do you like gardening? Do you like working in your flower beds? Do you like training your dog to do new tricks and different things? Like, what do you enjoy doing? Do you enjoy going boating? Do you enjoy riding your bike? Those are all things that you can talk about outside of health and fitness so that your followers can get to know who you are as a person. Okay? Cool. Any questions? No? Oh, Michelle said Reno Doll has a group called I Don't Know What to Post. Cool. So that might be a good option too. But it's really just, you guys, honestly, it's just your life. Like, I know that sometimes we think about, I listened to a live chat on Meg's Diamond page from I think she's a 7-star. I can't think of her name right off the top of my head. And she was talking about, like, your life is not mundane, even though you think it is because it's your life. Your life is real and it makes you relatable to other people. Babe, I think he's struggling to get up. Sorry, Deuce isn't doing very well and keeps falling. So talking about that you're staying home with the kids, and maybe this gives you your purpose. Maybe this gives you that me time, or that you hate your full-time job. And so even though it might be another thing that you have to do through the day, you are grinding hard because you don't want to go work for somebody else for the rest of your life. Talk about those things. Take them through your journey and what your thought process is on a daily basis. Okay? You've always got something going on in your mind, right? There's always something. The wheels are spinning unless you're sleeping. Or maybe we can even talk about dreams. If you have crazy dreams, wake up and share that shit. You know what I mean? Like, just be real with people, because that makes you relatable and people connect with that, rather than if we just like give this persona of, oh, we work out, we do challenge groups, we try to work on our nutrition, yay, empower yourself. Like, that's boring. You got to give a piece of you and your personality and who you are. Okay? Yeah. All right, loves. I appreciate you jumping on the call tonight. I hope that helps. I hope that just one little step forward, right? And it's not about totally altering everything that you're doing. It's just refining our words just a little bit more. After tomorrow, Mama will be back. Yeah. Woohoo! And then just a friendly reminder that tomorrow night we have our live glimpse, what is coaching call, or glimpse into the life of a coach, where Tammy and I are going to co-host through the Be Live. So it'll be kind of like this, but we'll actually be live on Facebook, and it'll be split screen with just her and I, and then you guys will come on live just like you would on just a single live video. So we practiced on Sunday. We're really excited for that, to try out something new and just share a little bit of our story. I think you guys will really like Tammy. She's super sweet. She's a mommy of 3. She actually left a 6-figure job so she could stay home with her children and is working Beachbody full time. So, yeah, I'm excited for you guys to hear her story, and you'll see her around in the team as well, because she is one of my success partners, and we've been working pretty close. So I'm excited for that. I hope you've been inviting to that, and you're sharing that event with people, because it's a great way to open the door of opportunity and plant that seed of the, coaching, and for them to see from another perspective, for them to see from another person who is being successful in the business. I need a SP. What's that? I don't know what a SP.
Success partner.
Oh, a success partner. Yep. It's definitely something that, and you gotta, like, you guys, I've gone through a few, and I'm still working with the girl I was working with earlier this year, but You got to find your jam. You got to find that person who is ready to grind it out with you, because you're going to meet people, you're going to connect with people who you really love, and there's some things that you connect with and you work well together on. But then you're going to find somebody, and it's taken me more than one hand of trying this. And I finally feel like I have that person who she's been Premier, she's been 2-star, and but we text every day. Like, we're grinding it out together, and it's an incredible feeling to have somebody that you know has your back and is pushing hard even when life gets tough. So you need to find that person that balances you. You need to find that person that's going to say, hey, you want X, Y, and Z. I know today sucks, but you got to show up. You got to do it, because I'm doing it too on the days that I don't want to, or whatever. And that's not very often, but sometimes you need that person that's got your back and is like, hey, you shared that you want this. Let's do it. Right? So if it takes a couple, that's okay. You got to keep working through it. I actually told Meg that I started working with Tammy. She introduced me to Tammy while we were in Punta Cana. And she's like, dang, girl, she's like, you were on the ball with finding success partners and who works for you. I wasn't always like that, right? I was always trying to be that only child and do it myself, right? You got to find that person who balances you and who will encourage you on the days that you need it. And the person that's like, yep, let's go. Grinding it out. Let's go. So if you haven't yet found that one, keep looking. Keep connecting with new coaches, and you'll find it. I promise. But you got to keep finding, or keep looking. Okay? All right. I love you all. Thank you for jumping on. We have a live power hour in the morning. I am going to sign us up for that 5:45 time slot to meet with Jeff Matthewson. I think that's amazing that we got an email to meet with someone from corporate that's coming to Toledo. There's only like 6 time slots, you guys. So that's pretty freaking awesome. And it encourages you to bring your whole team. So I am excited. I'm going to go sign us up for that right now before any more time, before the time slots are filled up. Okay? All right.
I just got my first person for my 7-day free group.
I'm sorry?
I just got my first person for my 7-day free group.
Oh, yay. That's awesome. Cool.
Hey, Corey, real quick.
Yeah.
Will the coaching call tomorrow be posted after you guys are done?
It's
Will you guys post it to Facebook?
No, so it'll stay there. Like it's just
It'll
like
stay in that invite group.
I'm sorry.
Will it stay in that invite group?
Yep, it'll stay in the event, because it's just like if we went live in there, it's just we're going live together, split screen, but it'll actually save in there. And you should even have the option there's like a little arrow at the top right hand corner. You can click on that and download it to your computer, and then you could save it. So if you really liked the presentation that we did, you could save it so that you could send that to future potential coaches.
Hi, Keiston. Hi, Beckett.
All right, guys. I'll see you all tomorrow on our presentation. That starts at 9 Eastern. Okay? All right. Have a good night.
Okay. Bye.